Super combo, super combo. Try your favorite Campbell super combo.
Campbell's super combo varieties. From freezer to microwave. Good food fast, like vegetable soup and a cheeseburger. There are lots of delicious super combo varieties.
Super combo, super combo. Try your favorite Campbell super combo.
Super combo only from Campbell's. Good food fast.
Hey, check out these three. What do you think of the one on the left?
Great. But I like them thinner.
Well, how about the one on the right?
Ooh, that looks too thin.
But how about the luscious one in the middle?
Perfect. And we can share.
Only Pizza Hut offers deep pan, thin and crispy, and hand-tossed. Now choose any two mediums starting at just $9.99.
Hi, I'm the luscious one in the middle. All right, maybe I'm not.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
Maybe you thought the Romans didn't eat lunch. They did. Good lunch, with fresh baked whole grain breads. Good then, good now. In today's Roman meal, natural whole grain goodness. Make one meal a day a Roman meal. Try new Roman meal split top bread with oat bran. Same great taste and texture, now with the extra goodness of real oat bran.
Its name of origin is Theobroma, food of the gods, but we know it as chocolate. This may be the first time you've seen natural chocolate, and this may be the first time you've really tasted it. Breyers all-natural ice cream. Nothing artificial, just fresh milk, real cream, pure sugar. So that true chocolate taste really comes through. Breyers ice cream. It's like tasting chocolate for the first time.
My palms used to sweat when I had to get on the highway. Now with my Camry V6, I just punch. Yeah! Punch it, Margaret!
My Toyota, I love it.
The 1989 Toyota Camry V6. 24 valves, 153 horsepower to please even the toughest customers.
We just fell in love with life in the fast lane.
My Toyota, who could ask for anything more?
I couldn't bear any longer seeing the disgust in my daughter's eyes. Time after time, she begged me to seek professional help for my drinking. Her courage finally convinced me it was time to face up to my life of self-destruction and enter treatment. If someone you love can't help himself, call us now. There is a way to help someone who doesn't want help.
Call DePaul Hospital, 281-4409. Putting lives back together, we're DePaul.
Help us, help you.
I know what you want before you say it.
Look at that Tyson chicken.
I know the song before you play it.
Country fresh, country good.
We're just family, you and me. Tyson, feeding you is good as good can be.
Tyson chickens are so plump and meaty, they make any meal a real family get-together.
Tyson's feeding you like family. Tyson's feeding you.
I'd always worn glasses, and I knew my prescription had changed. But I put off getting a new pair because it's such a hassle. Waiting 2-3 weeks. Then I tried LensCrafters.
LensCrafters crafts your quality glasses in about an hour by putting the whole lab right in the store so you can see better, faster, in about an hour.
Did it on my lunch hour. 1 hour. Now, that's my kind of people.
LensCrafters, custom crafted eyeglasses in about an hour. Brookfield Fashion Center, Highland Plaza, and Greenfield Fashion Center.
The Hyundai Excel is America's best-selling import car because it's the best value in its class. And right now, we're making a great deal even better because during Hyundai Value Days, you'll get $1,000 cash back from the factory when you buy a new Excel GLS, a car packed with more than 90 standard features. So don't look anywhere else for the best deal. Hurry in, pick out a new Excel, and pick up $1,000 cash back. It's that easy. Excuse me. Rush into your local Hyundai dealer during Hyundai Value Days today. Time is limited.
Say farewell to flat hair with Vavoom and go from flat to sensational volume with absolute ease. From flat to high energy hair, a new source of styling freedom. From flat to incredible lift and hold that lasts. Say farewell to flat hair. The volume generators from Matrix at fine salons only.
boy, fruit and fiber.
No, it's new fruit and fiber.
Beg your pardon?
Mm-hmm. Well, you see, they added 25% more dates, raisins, and walnuts to the dates, raisins, and walnuts. So now it's the great tasting fruit and fiber.
Just because they added more dates, raisins, and walnuts doesn't change the name. It's still fruit and fiber.
No. Matter of fact, it's so delicious, they should call it fruit and fruit and fruit and fruit and fiber.
New Post Fruit and Fiber cereal, now with 25% more dates, raisins, and walnuts.
Today's Ex-Lax is a good morning, guaranteed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Medical experts agree. Ex-Lax actually restores the level of natural fluid in your system.
Good morning.
Ex-Lax, the sure way back to natural regularity, guaranteed.
When it comes to bagging garbage, there's a best way
Hefty Cinch Sak.
and a second best way. A best way to close, a best way to lift, a best way to carry away.
Hefty Cinch Sak.
Why settle for second best?
Milwaukee Journal News. Now with more world news. More national news. And a sharp focus on people who make news. Milwaukee Journal News. More energy, more insight, more news. Every day. To subscribe, call 224-2222.
Of old. Cindy, Kitten, Flaherty, Ruby, Stark, Gentile, Dukas, Amato, Arrow, Lakeland, Renner, Reedy.
Most dryers can blow the curl right out of your hair.
Turn on the Windmere.
The Curly Top Diffuser Dryer blows gently around your waves and curls.
Turn on the Windmere.
Keeping the curl and saving the style. The unique design makes it easy to use. Great for guys, too.
Turn on the Windmere.
It doesn't cost a fortune to look like $1 million. The Curly Top Diffuser Dryer from Windmere. Available now at a store near you.
Hi there, I'm Mike Goucher. Up next on News 4 at 5, President Bush consoles the families of the USS Iowa victims. Kenosha tries to lure some major defense contractors, and we'll have a live report from County Stadium where the Brewers try to snap a 2-game losing streak.
WTMJ TV Milwaukee, your #1 news station. News 4 Milwaukee at 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mike Goucher. The Navy says it's still too soon to offer theories on what caused the explosion aboard the USS Iowa. But the captain of the battleship says what is clear is the tremendous effort the Iowa's crew made to save their ship. Captain Fred Musali told reporters today the nation must remember both the 47 sailors killed and the hundreds of heroes who managed to contain the damage to the number 2 gun
we
turret.
got to get out and around. You know, I got to shove myself out there. The executive officer, the super, the weapons officer, get out, get some khaki. We call the khaki leadership out there. We got to suck it up because we got to get home. So we just kind of, you know, kept pushing and keeping the spirits up all the way home.
Now, earlier today in the Iowa's home port, President Bush performed the duty that every commander-in-chief dreads, comforting the families of fallen soldiers.
It was a day of grieving as the families and friends of the 47 sailors who lost their lives on board the Iowa came to remember. President Bush said that fate has written a sorrowful chapter in the history of a great ship.
And to all who mourn a son, a brother, a husband, a father, a friend, I can only offer you the gratitude of a nation, for your loved one served his country with distinction and honor.
Following the president's remarks, he and the First Lady met personally with some of the more than 300 relatives in attendance.
Finally, Lord, we ask most earnestly that you ensure that those men taken from us know, from this moment and forevermore, how proud we are to have had each of them serve under our flag.
Bob Lozier, CNN reporting.
And let's talk more about the USS Iowa and other issues with Congressman Les Aspin, the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee. He joins us live now from Racine. Congressman, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
Is it too early to theorize on what caused the explosion aboard the USS Iowa?
I don't think we know yet unless there was something announced today. The last I had heard was that there was no word, and indeed it looked like it was going to be quite hard to get any definitive answer on what happened. It's going to take some time because the people who would be able to tell the inspectors who were sorting through it, all those people were killed. The people who were closest to the explosion are people who were killed. So it's going to be very difficult to know definitively, I think, what really did happen.
Will your committee be looking at this?
Yes, there's a Navy report underway. We're going to have a wait until they do their preliminary report and then have a look at it. Then we may wade in at that point, or we may wait until they come up with a final report and then review it.
Are you concerned at all about the safety of other vessels of this era? We're talking about the World War II era.
It's hard to know, I guess, at this point, you know, unless you know exactly what it is that happened. It's hard to know whether it was peculiar to this ship or whether it might happen on any of the other 3 battleships that are in service. Anyway, I think that's a matter of concern at this point.
Let's talk a little bit about the cost of the Iowa and the USS Wisconsin and other battleships like this. The Wisconsin cost about $400 million, my understanding is, to refurbish, to make it seaworthy again and for its purposes. Is that a good expenditure of our money in light of this and in light of other concerns?
Yeah, I think it is. At the time that the issue was being discussed and the Navy was thinking about doing this, I supported the move to do it. And I did so because I think that you get a lot of ship for a relatively little amount of money. $400 million is a lot of money, but any new ship now would cost many times that. And there's no way you could build a ship now of the kind like these battleships, like the Iowa or like the Wisconsin. I mean, they're ships that would be prohibitively expensive to build. They are not, underline not, ships that would be good for fighting the Soviet Union. If we get into a war with the Soviet Union, these ships are not what we need. And that's caused, I think, a lot of people to criticize them. But you know, the Navy does a lot of jobs that have nothing to do with the Soviet Union. Attacks on Libya, patrolling the shipping in the Persian Gulf, all kinds of things. And these ships are very, very good for this. So it seemed to me that buying these ships or bringing these ships out of mothballs was a good way, a relatively cheap way, to get some ships not for the main war against the Soviet Union, but for many, many purposes that the Navy does, and in fact seems to do pretty frequently. If you look over the last 3 or 4 years, it seems every time you turn around, the Navy's being called upon to do one or another of these rather minor incidents, handling some kind of a minor incident, a Persian Gulf, a Libyan situation. And these ships, I think, are very